Hello, everybody. Welcome to this video where I introduce you to the syllabus of the supply chain analytics course. So, welcome to the course. This is spring 2023. My name is Dr. Karthi Purana. I will be your professor for this course. Here's my information. And in this brief video, I want to go over the syllabus. I will also post another video where I talk about the website, and I'll post a third video where I discuss the group project, which I'll touch upon in a second. Right. So this is a supply chain analytics course, and in these 9 learning goals that you see here, roughly correlate with the 9 topics that we're going to cover. Now, this is specifically a supply chain analytics course, which means that we will touch upon supply chain management, the management aspect of it a little bit, but it'll mostly be about what are the analytical tools that we can use to measure the performance of supply chain. That is what this course is mostly going to be about. So let's look at the topics that we're going to cover. So we'll begin with understanding what supply chain management is. I'm sure most of you have an idea of what supply chain management is, given everything that's going on, that went on in the pandemic, everything from meat shortages to grocery shortages to then problems with the rollout of the vaccine, everything. All of this is part of supply chain. So I'm sure all of you know what that is, but we'll talk about the basics of supply chain management. From there, we'll move on to some performance metrics, financial and operations basic performance metrics. And then we will spend a good amount of time on inventory management, or we will also touch upon globalization and supply chain. So all supply chains are global these days, or most supply chains, I should say, are global these days, and what is the effect of globalization, and how can we use some analytical models to understand that. And then we'll spend a good amount of time on inventory management models. Inventory management and transportation are two huge parts of any supply chain, right? So we will touch upon a little bit transportation models a little bit, but most of what we're going to do is going to be based upon inventory management. So we'll talk about the ideas of when should we, how should we manage our inventory? Should we order from our suppliers? When should we order? How much should we order? How much should we transport from our factory to our warehouses and all of that? So we're going to talk about inventory management in its totality. And then in the last couple of weeks, we will also touch upon some pricing and revenue management models also, right? Some dynamic pricing models and revenue management models and so on. Right? So that's what this course is mainly going to be about. Now, I have a detailed description of the schedule of classes here. You can go through that, so it tells you exactly what you can expect. Now, before we get there, let's talk about the textbook. So the textbook is going to be Supply Chain Management Strategy, Planning and Operation, 7th edition by Chopra and Mendel. Now, you can absolutely use the 6th edition instead of the 7th, but you cannot use any edition before the 5th or before the 6th. You cannot use the 5th edition. There was a significant change between the 5th and the 6th editions, and the 7th edition was only a minor change. So I'm okay with you using the 6th edition instead of the 7th. Now, that said, the 7th edition itself has been out for like 5 years, I think, at this point. So you can easily find second-hand copies of the textbook for cheaper than buying it new. And in fact, the 6th edition will obviously be cheaper than even that. And I've known students who bought second-hand editions of the 6th edition for $10, $15 online. So you can definitely acquire the textbook for not too much. It won't be that expensive. Now, let's talk about the grading breakdowns. Now, the grading breakdown, you'll notice that 50% of the grade will be for exams and 50% will be for everything else. The final exam will be 30% and it will be comprehensive. The midterm exam is for 20% and it will cover everything that we cover up to the midterm. And the dates for the midterm and the final are also in the detailed schedule of classes. Now, for the non-exam portion, there will be discussion boards and participation that you're going to do through the week. Now, here I'm definitely looking at the content that you put out on the discussion boards, but it will also be a way of measuring your participation in class. So that's something to keep in mind. Now, there'll be 2 homework assignments. So the homework assignments will be case problems from the textbook and from outside that you will answer. I will, again, the schedule of classes has the exact dates of when the assignments will go up and when they are going to be due, right? Now, the group project. The group project itself has 4 deliverables. It is worth 25% of your grade. I'm going to put up a separate video which goes into detail and explains what I expect from the group project. But one important thing that I will say is that it is a podcast project, which means that you will be put in teams of 3 or 4 students and you will be producing episodes of podcasts, right? And what you do for those episodes, again, look at the podcast, look at the group project video so that for more information, right? In this, I just want to go over the syllabus in totality. Now, these are the schedule of classes. So you'll notice that the weeks go from Tuesday to Monday. So 17th January is a Tuesday, 23rd January is Monday. And this is how I want you to break up your week. So on Tuesday, Wednesday, and on Thursday, read chapters in the textbook, watch any videos that I post. So usually the way I do it is I record videos, I post them on Canvas. They're usually not long, anywhere between 10 to 15 minutes. So there might be multiple videos that you watch. And every Thursday, I'm going to conduct a synchronous session between 7 and 8 p.m. Now, this is not mandatory for you to attend. And I want to make this very clear. The synchronous session is not mandatory. You can come and ask any questions that you want, and I'll answer any questions that you have. In case there are no questions that you want to ask, what I do for the remaining amount of time is based upon what topic we covered during the week, I will do some example cases or problems during the synchronous session. So obviously we'll only have 1 hour of time there, but that's what I do. And after the synchronous session is done, the session is recorded on video and will be posted on Canvas. So you don't have to attend it, but you have to, if you are unable to attend it, you should definitely watch the video later on, because during that session I clarify anything that I was not able to clearly articulate in my video that I post at the beginning of the week, right? Now this has all the deadlines here. It tells you what the discussions are going to be for that week. So here, for example, 7th March is when homework 2 will go up, and 1st May is when homework 2 will be due. That's when the final group project is also due. And the final exam will be somewhere between 5th and 7th May. I don't know exactly, and we'll discuss that later on. Now, how I conduct my midterm and final is also something that I'm going to discuss separately, either in a synchronous session or in one of the videos that I post later, right? Okay. Those are the topics that are covered, and everything else that you need for the class is in here. All the key dates for add and drop, and all the important academic integrity stuff. So make sure that you read through the syllabus. Everything here is important for you to understand that this is an online class. You will be engaging with people either in person or online, and so you have to be respectful when you engage with them, right? And that's the syllabus. That's the syllabus for this course. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll have another video where I talk about the website, the Canvas website, and I'll have a third video where I talk about the group project in detail, right? Okay, I'll see you in the other videos. Take care.